The investigation into the disappearance of a baby in Houston is getting more and more complicated tonight. And when it comes to catching the thieves, some use surveillance cameras, right? Maybe she's like, I should have been that star.
There you go.
And I'm looking at the Waze app right now. It looks like traffic is at a standstill. This wind has gotten even more intense. I'm actually going to brace myself. This is a really good example of the type of damage that we have seen. Good Life sent us their bark control device. You can plug it in. Pray for liquid precipitation.
I don't think it's going to be that.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to be positive.
Okay.
Take a look at this. Earlier today, we got a few snow flurries, but tonight, some parts of our area are getting some bona fide snow. Wow, that is just such a perfect snowfall, too. This is out of Bryan. We will take you to a live report from that area in just a bit. We are very glad you are with us. I'm Makenzi Henderson. Seth Kovar has the night off. We, of course, begin tonight with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hines. We have more to report on that breaking news we just brought you. Police investigating a suspicious package at a gas station. This at Highway 84 and Spiegelville Road. And I'm looking at the Waze app right now. It looks like traffic is at a standstill. We just got some viewer video in showing that traffic is at a standstill. You can see kind of in the distance that there are police cars up there. You can see their lights now. Police are asking everyone to avoid this area. So if you haven't gotten up there, or if you have people who are going to be going through that area, definitely give them a call and make sure that they're not, because as you can see, traffic not going very fast there. They are evacuating the area. They're doing it as a precautionary measure at this point, what they're telling us. Those people who are evacuating that area can go to the Harris Creek Baptist Church or the Fellowship Bible Church for shelter. We are told by Waco police that all children at Spiegelville Elementary are safe and sheltered in place, meaning they're staying where they are. They are urging, though, parents do not go and try to pick up your children right now. And Killeen police are asking for your help identifying a man accused of robbing a Family Dollar over the weekend. Police say this is the man they are looking for. Take a look at this surveillance video here. Officers responded to the store located at 2307 West Stan Schluter Loop just after 5 on Saturday. The clerk told them a man walked in, showed a gun, demanded money, and then he took off with some cash, and they have not made any arrests yet. And in Lacey Lakeview, police are looking for this man who they are calling Sticky Fingers. Again, look at the screen. Do you know this guy? Police say he left clothing behind while burglarizing a convenience store near Texas State Technical College after the store closed last night. They say the man removed his hat and then put a green shirt over his head while inside the store. But police say the company on the hat has nothing to do with the burglary. Police say he took money and other items before leaving behind that hat and other clothes. We are definitely feeling the effects of that upgrade from a Category 3 to a Category 4. The wind has definitely gotten stronger. Right now, we're not having any rain, which is good. So I'm kind of drying off and then getting wet again when that rain comes. But first, I really want to show you these pelicans in the water behind me. I hope that he can zoom in enough, because I'm just very impressed by this. As we are dealing and you know, getting really scared of this, they're just in the water handling things. So I just thought that was very impressive. But we do have something else right here. If you can see, we've got this tree and then we have these bricks, and those bricks, of course, were moved because of this surf that keeps coming up onto this yard. And like I said earlier, we are only about 20 feet away from the surf here in this hotel where Only Media is staying. The owner actually decided to evacuate. So I do want to show you the wind. Again, I'm going to step out from my barrier here. We decided to stay here. This is a good barrier for us, but this wind has gotten even more intense. I'm actually going to brace myself here and just kind of show you. So yes, I can feel the difference. I can't tell you what the difference is, but there is definitely a difference. So again, like I said earlier, the conditions just keep changing, but we are going to be here as long as we can be here and be safe. This is the place in Rockport where you usually see all the tourists, because there are main attractions like the Maritime Museum. But today, all you'll see are construction workers and boaters. What is it like to live on the water?
I like it.
Yeah.
If you don't like your neighbors, you can leave.
Exactly. No, that's perfect. That's the way Tom Stone says he likes to live his life. On his boat, able to get away at a moment's notice. But he wasn't able to get away from Hurricane Harvey when the moment mattered.
Staying in a trip with a friend of mine because I couldn't bring the electric off of my trawler.
Yep. He says he weathered the storm in a camper near Rockport.
The fifth wheel was sandwiched in between a house and a tin building. The slide out was right up against it. And about half an hour before the eye went through, the tin building left. Gone, everything.
The only one he says was scared, though, was his dog.
This dog was shaking like a cow in a slaughterhouse, I'll tell you.
Wow.
So that's pretty good.
Now back docked in Rockport Harbor, Stone looks back on that decision.
It wasn't a good judgment call.
He had the choice to leave, but of course, this place that houses the tourist attractions didn't. Some are destroyed, some need repairs.
In terms of long-term economic recovery of this community, we have to start here and rebuilding the attractions that bring not only our citizens but guests from literally all over the country.
Mayor C.J. Wax says clearing the brush and starting the construction around and on the attractions creates a foundation of progress.
But all of that contributes to that feeling of normalcy that you want to get back again, and so that's why we've been focused the way we have.
And on that foundation, Wax says more than 340 businesses of about 1,200 have opened back up.
So far, I've had only one business that has announced that they will not be reopening. Only one in the whole community. So I'm very thankful for that.
And crews have removed about 1 million cubic yards of debris, about 25,000 a day.
This looks a lot better than it did, although it looks terrible, but it's a lot better than it was.
While Stone knows how much it will cost him to fix his boat,
Probably about 20 grand on that side.
Wax doesn't have an estimate for Rockport.
All we know is that the most important thing is to try and get back to a sense of normalcy, get the debris taken care of, and then we'll find out what it costs.
As far as the timeline is concerned for construction, repairs, and cleanup in Rockport, the mayor says he just doesn't have one. In Rockport, Makenzi Henderson, Central Texas News Now. It's a place and a story where hell and humanity meet.
It's a massive struggle every day.
Where you can get a handout.
Even $1 helps.
Or a middle finger.
I've been flipped off.
A hopeful feeling.
I believe in the human spirit.
Or a dreadful melancholy.
I just got stuck with what I can do with cardboard.
Most just drive by, missing completely the handwritten signs and worn out bodies.
Some nights we have to go sleep in the woods. Curl up wherever you can. I'm gonna tell you what, it's some cold nights.
Corey Brown knows all about those cold nights and hot days. He sits on a median at South New Road in Waco with a sign that reads, "In Jesus' name, help please. God bless you."
I've applied for several jobs over here, but never got a call back. And my phone shut off. Couldn't afford the bill.
For Corey, not having a phone or a family makes life nearly impossible.
Well, I took my wife and kids up to Washington State. She decided that she didn't want to come back to Texas.
Over on Franklin Avenue, a similar story.
The mother of my children in Alaska decided that all of a sudden she wanted to have something to do with the kids, so she filed a protective order in Alaska, which followed me here to Texas, and I was incarcerated. And during that time, I lost my job, we lost our home.
Trent and Jessica did not want us to reveal their faces or last names. They stand and hold a sign that reads, "Lost everything. Anything will help. Thank you. God bless."
I would never see myself doing this, but like I said, everything just seems to be spiraling downhill rather quickly.
For Trent and Jessica, having phones, a car, and each other makes life seem possible.
We're ahead of the game in certain aspects. There's a lot of individuals out here who have a lot less than we do.
At the corner of Franklin and New Road, a different story. Cody Springer strums his guitar and stands in front of a makeshift donation bucket.
If you tip, that's great, but a listening ear means more to me,
He says he needs those tips to get back to his job on the West Coast.
Keep playing, dude.
I took the money that I got paid from the boat and decided to reconnect with my family. Left with about $2,500, got caught in a couple of storms, kind of overexhausted our resources, and now we're just winging it.
For Cody, having gas for his RV and the freedom to roam makes life very worthwhile.
I just want to thank, everybody out there for doing the good deeds that you do.
If he could, he'd probably thank Linda Eaton. She says she sympathizes with all of their stories.
I'd like to put myself in their place because we don't know what tomorrow. We could lose everything we have.
She spends her time driving around looking for people to help with a prayer.
I saw her and she looked so broken.
And a care bag.
Some of them are out here because they don't need help, but you'll know which ones need help.
As Corey, Trent, Jessica, and Cody tell their stories, they want you to know.
I don't know how to say it. What's up?
They are not the stereotypical street person.
We don't drink, we don't do drugs.
They say they're just people down on their luck. Hoping for $1, a meal, or a smile to get out of this place.
Everybody used to be somebody, and that's what we're trying to get back to.